I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel. Today I'm going to be playing an old-time tune called Lonesome John. This tune is what you might call a minor modal tune, and it's based around the A minor pentatonic scale. One of the reasons I love tunes like this is that there's a great deal of tension in between the major feel and the minor feel. And if you're playing this with an accompanist, then the accompanist is almost certainly going to be playing A major, whilst you are definitely playing A minor. So it sets a lot of tension, as I say, and makes it very exciting. There are two ways you can deal with the G notes and the C notes. Rather than just playing them as straight in tune G's and C's, you can either bend each one slightly up, and that kind of gives you access to both the A minor feel and the A major feel. And another more interesting way is to actually play these notes neutral, so that they're neither minor nor major. This is something that used to happen a lot in old-time music, and nowadays, unless you're a real aficionado of old time, then you're probably going to hate this idea, but you deliberately play the note out of tune. So the way you do that, for the G, you place your first finger in tune there, you place your third finger, and then you place your second finger halfway in between those two notes. And for the C in between and there. Now, just heard like that, it sounds really weird, but if you hear it in context, it gives it a real archaic feel. So if you ever hear anyone playing like that, it's probably because either they're really good or they're really bad. Anyway, I'm going to run through the tune nice and slowly. Now this tune is improved a great deal by having drones, and there's two ways of approaching drones. The easiest way is by using the open strings. So whenever you're playing a melody on the E string, then you're doing an open A string drone. Whenever you're playing the melody on the A string, you're doing an open E string drone. The other way, which is quite a lot harder but more interesting, is to use your fourth finger and to double that note, and then to hold it on and play your first or second finger on the upper string, or in the second half. It's hard because it's hard to keep that note in tune, especially when you start stretching. That's a real big stretch, but it is very useful to give you that real old-time archaic feel. Now the tune can also be played as a bluegrass tune, The difference between bluegrass and old time is a fascinating subject in itself. But if you're going to play it as old time, you'll probably play it fairly slowly, and you'll probably play mostly single bows, not too much slurring. If you're going to play it as old time, if you're going to play it as bluegrass, then you will probably want to play it faster. You probably want to have more slurring, a more smooth approach, and you will also want to be able to do a solo. Now, doing a solo involves learning lots of bluegrass licks, and I'm just going to show you 4 licks which you can use to create a solo. So, the first one. Second one. Third one involves a double stop and a slide. So the double stop is an A with a second finger E underneath it, and you're going to slide up to there. And then keeping your second finger in place, you're going to bend your third finger up and down. And then fourthly, it's the double shuffle, also known as the Orange Blossom Special Lick, and this again is something I could give a whole lesson to, and perhaps I will at some point, but it goes like this. If you've never done that before, you're probably not going to be able to manage this one, but not to worry. So I'm going to play the whole tune. First I'll play the melody, then I'll do a bit of a solo based on those 4 licks, and then I will play the melody again. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to hear more of these kind of tunes, please come back for more. If you subscribe and send me an email, then I can send you a PDF with the tune written out.